So as you see behind me, all of these police officers, please go to the Officers Down Memorial page /COVID. All of these officers you see behind me are dead. And every one of them, black, white, Hispanic, male, female, they all died from COVID. Do you know that more officers died from COVID than were shot or were stabbed or died in accidents in vehicles? And you may ask yourself, why are so many cops dying from COVID? Well, cops, they come from a military background, and I've heard a lot of people refer to the police as being the largest gang in the world. And I don't really believe that cops are systemically racist. What I believe is, because I've had cops in my own family, is once you become a cop, it doesn't matter your sex or your religion or your color. It's about being a cop. And when you become a cop, you recognize only two types of people. There's the people who are cops and cops' families, and then there's everybody else. And you have to realize that cops, because many of them were in the military, they've already been brainwashed, because the military is famous for saying, especially the Marines, where a lot of cops serve, is we want to tear you down and build you back up. They not only want to tear down your body and build you up stronger, but they want to tear down your mind. Because most humans, I'd say 99.99999% of humans, understand that killing another person is wrong. So what the military has to do is they have to change your mind. Because we're born understanding that, hey, it's not good to kill people. So the military has to break that part of your brain and get you to think that killing people is just part of the job. So cops already are conditioned to be brainwashed. And then with the political ideology of today, cops, because they think because they wear a badge and carry a gun. I have guns. I'm a liberal, and I have guns out the ass. I've had guns since I was a little kid. So this idea that just because you're a liberal, you don't like guns, I don't have a problem with guns. I just think that people that shoot up schools, that should be stopped. But I digress. So these cops fall into the category of a God complex. They feel like, I have a badge, I have a gun, I wear a uniform. I don't know what it is about costumes. People love to dress up. They love to dress up as cops or firemen or doctors or cowboys. It's just something in the human psyche that we love to dress up. These archetypal characters, costumed, characters, whether it be soldiers or knights or cops or whatever. It's just something that's in our psyche as human beings, that people in uniform are looked at as being important for some reason. I don't know why. One life is no more important than any other life. But anyway, cops have been conditioned to be brainwashed, and also they tend to be on the right. And what I mean by that is cops have a funny way of looking at things. Because like I said, I had cops in my own family. So with cops, it's just black and white, good and bad. And many cops believe that there's not any really even good people unless you're a cop or in a cop's family. They look at you as you just haven't committed a crime yet. So The reason why so many cops are dying is because, like I said, they're easy to brainwash. So they fall for all of these COVID anti-vax memes. They've already been in the military, so they've been brainwashed to, worship the flag and worship the country and not have any type of critical thinking on their own. And they also tend to think because they wear a badge and because they wear a uniform or a costume that somehow they have authority and they're better than other people when they're just stupid cops. And they love to say Blue Lives Matter. Whatever. Who cares? I always think it's funny when cops talk about how they fear for their life when they're doing their job. I don't remember a time when I was in high school where a person came to my school and put a gun to my head and said that I had to be a cop. If you become a cop, that's your choice. It's like a fireman becoming a fireman and then saying they're afraid of fire. It's in the name, fireman. So anyway, all these cops are now dead. So where are all the people on the right, championing Blue Lives Matter? All of these sheriffs and people that think that they can, skirt the law because they are the law. The law is for everyone. But the thing about COVID that I love about COVID is a respecter of no laws and no man and no political ideology, beliefs, religious beliefs or anything. It'll kill you just for fun, because that's what it does. A virus is a perfect organism. It does two things. It passes on its genetic material and it kills. That's all it does. Pass on genetic material, kill. Pass on genetic material, kill. Pass on genetic material, kill. It needs a host, and it wants to use that host to be able to pass on its genetic material and then feed off that host, then mutate into stronger strains and continue to kill. So all of your guns and all of your badges and all of your bulletproof vests won't stop it. So all of these cops that are dying, karma's a bitch. You can wear your costume and wear your little tin star and your little gun and think that you're indestructible and you don't need to wear a mask and you don't have to get a vaccine and screw mandates, and you'll be dead. So I invite everyone to go to this webpage about officers who died, the Officer Down Memorial page /COVID. And click on each one of these pictures you see in the background. And there's many more than this. This is all I could forget or could crop in on the screen. And click on each one of their individual pictures. Read about how long they've been a cop, how old they are, and all of the children and wives and husbands that they leave behind because they're so stubborn that they won't get a vaccine. I'm 47 years old and I'm vaccinated and I'm still alive. Hard to believe, huh? It's just crazy, the world that we live in. More cops in America. Can you believe that? In America, the country that loves to shoot people, and more of the people that enforce our laws and get into sticky and hairy situations have died not from gun violence, but because of a virus. It's amazing to me that people won't even protect themselves. They always talk about, you don't know what's in the vaccine. So how many things do we put in our bodies every day? Have you ever gone to the grocery store and bought, buy a bag of chips, candy, whatever, and read all of the ingredients that sometimes have words this long and tell me without looking it up, if you know what that ingredient is, and you know about all the side effects from that ingredient and all of what it can do to your body. But no, you don't worry about that. You worry about the vaccines, but you don't worry about the food you eat, the alcohol you drink, the air you breathe, because you don't believe in climate change, and you live in a big old city and you're breathing in carcinogenic vapors in the air every day. You're out there riding your big Harley, you got your sunglasses on, no helmet on, and you're sitting in traffic breathing in all those exhaust fumes. And you're worried about a vaccine? Okay. You know, I think it's funny that we have studies to show that alcohol causes all kinds of cancers and heart disease and all those things. It's known that alcohol kills. And these same people who won't take a COVID vaccine because they're worried about the minuscule amount of people that have been injured, which is horrible. But they'll drink every day, not even taking into consideration how many people die from alcohol, from cancers. My own father was a major drinker, loved to drink every night after working on the weekends, watch some football games and get drunk. And he died of esophageal cancer, which is a cancer primarily caused by alcohol. But these people will drink that beer, but won't take a vaccine because they're worried about what's in it. Pathetic.